welcome to this video. So on February 15th, 2018 at 1:05 p.m. Pacific time, there is a new moon partial solar eclipse happening in Aquarius. And this new moon will also be conjunct Mercury in Aquarius. So generally, what I believe this means is that we are really having a deep look at what dreams we hold, and we may be reinvigorating some dreams and letting go of other dreams for the time being, because there's kind of maybe a calling coming to us about where we need to be at this time, what kind of things we need to be focusing on at this time, and what we need to bring forward for the future. And also, another thing that could be happening is a letting go of certain modes of our social life. Recently, I've noticed some people getting off of Facebook lately. Jim Carrey is an example of someone who decided to close their Facebook account because they're fed up with the whole egotistical ways of being on Facebook. And there was another person I heard about even after that who wasn't famous that decided to leave Facebook. So we could be leaving certain social media platforms as well at this time because of this eclipse. This eclipse is conjunct, well, it's pretty loosely conjunct the South Node, and the South Node is about things we need to let go of in order to really have, our evolution move forward. And since the North Node is in Leo on the opposite end of, the spectrum, then we need to be more true to our self-expression and who we are. So, and to our hearts. And so right now it's all about being more real and trying to find groups of people that allow you to be who you really are. And so anything that's not allowing you to be true to yourself needs to be let go of at this time so that we can move forward being more true to ourselves and making friends who allow us to be more true to ourselves and finding groups of people who allow us to be more true to ourselves. And so this is a reinvigoration of friendship and of our hopes, wishes, and dreams, generally speaking. And since it's conjunct Mercury, this could be a good time to have a heart-to-heart with friends and really sharing ideas, new ideas, sharing the hopes and dreams that you have for the future, and talk about the future could be coming up a lot more. Talk about technology and innovation and bringing just new things into reality that are going to somehow make the world a better place could be coming up a lot more often as well. And then Venus in 6 degrees of Pisces is conjunct Neptune in Pisces, and it's at 13 degrees of Pisces. So it's pretty far still, but it is, within 8 degrees. So technically it is conjunct already. So Venus in Pisces, as it is a very romantic kind of placement for Venus to be. It idealizes relationships, and it connects more intuitively and more emotionally and sensitively. So right now, in relationships, you can be more sensitive to the person that you're with and understand what their needs are at a deeper level. And it's easier to kind of lose yourself in a relationship. That's the one negative about it, is that sometimes you may be more self-sacrificing because you're so much more sensitive to what the other person wants or needs. But this can be really great for really connecting with someone on a very spiritual and deep level and feeling intuitive with that person. And so this is ultimately an awesome placement for Venus. With it being conjunct Neptune, this can create an over-idealization of another person. So if you're not in a committed relationship, just be wary of any new person that you might be interested in, because you might not see their flaws as easily at this time. You'll probably brush over their flaws. So just be aware of that, and don't allow yourself to get too swept away. Keep your discernment intact, and yeah. But enjoy it while it lasts, because it is a nice, romantic, and beautiful kind of time, and wonderful for tapping into your intuition and creating beauty in your life. So it is a very creative energy and allows you to tap into like other realms, and it could be awesome for maybe writing a romantic story or anything like that. And Mars at 12 degrees of Sagittarius is square Neptune in Pisces. So Mars in Sagittarius can be very blunt and very pointed about what its truth is. So when it comes to having discussions about beliefs or ideals, or where you stand in a certain philosophical sort of discussion, it's important not to get too heated about it or too harsh about it, because you could hurt someone else's sensitivities at this time. So debates are likely to come up, because the Mars square Neptune, Mars being in Sagittarius square Neptune in Pisces, is very focused on like beliefs and ideals and what it is you believe in. It also could be, though, that there could be some confusion right now in regards to what it is you believe in and what your truth is. Maybe you're coming across new information that is having you question some of the illusions that you may have had previously about things. Mars in Sagittarius is very really just good at finding the truth, because Mars is a masculine energy, and it goes out and looks for things. It's like, it's the outer world. It goes after things, and Sagittarius is like that as well. So if you are traveling, or if you are just searching for information, in whatever ways that you do that, there could be different things popping up for you that kind of shatter an illusion that you had about things, about the world, or about what it is you believe in. So that could be another possibility with this energy. And then Saturn at 6 degrees of Capricorn is sextile Venus in Pisces. And it will eventually sextile Neptune. It's pretty far away, and when it comes to sextiles, the orb is just a bit smaller, because it is conjunctions are a more potent aspect, and when it comes to sextiles, it is like a little bit less. I think the orb is usually considered about 6 degrees or 5 degrees, I think. But yeah, you should look it up if you want. So anyways, Saturn being sextile Venus, this actually is very great for making a commitment in your relationships, and it's also great for being extremely creative when it comes to your career. Saturn helps bring the follow through that Venus and Pisces may need, because Pisces is a very go with the flow energy, and it allows for the flow to come to you. If you are tapping into those energies, things will flow, the inspiration will flow. But sometimes with Pisces, it can kind of get lost in its daydreams. that's where Saturn and Capricorn can be extremely helpful, because it can help us to put things into a structure and an order and help us to accomplish what it is we need to accomplish. It helps give us the follow through that is necessary to bring something into fruition. I'm just gonna pick that up. All right. And then Jupiter at 22 degrees of Scorpio is square the new moon and Mercury in Aquarius. So, this actually, okay, so with Jupiter squaring Mercury, this could be a conflict of information coming to you. So maybe there's something that your intuition is telling you about something that you're hearing. And perhaps what it is that you should follow that intuitive guidance and listen to your emotional side of things when you're listening to information. Because sometimes with Mercury in Aquarius, you can find leading edge information, and sometimes with Mercury in Aquarius, the leading edge can be full of a little bit too much of like things that are not necessarily proven. So, while Mercury in Aquarius can also be scientific, too, there could even be more to the story going on from the emotional perspective. So, it just, makes me think of being more discerning, using your intuition to really discern what the information really can do for you, because sometimes information can be useless at times, and following your own intuition is helpful in that process at times too. Okay, and then the other thing, so Jupiter is still trine Chiron, sextile Pluto, and inconjunct Uranus. So I did talk about this last week in my last video, but I wanted to add with the Jupiter inconjunct Uranus, I think that when Tesla sent the Roadster out into space, that kind of goes with that whole idea in a way, because, Scorpio reminds me of things where we have yet to really discover. And then Uranus is all about really space and everything like that. So I feel like that could have been maybe symbolic of that. But also, the other thing is, I know last week I said something about maybe predicting like natural occurrences or natural disasters, and I don't really feel comfortable predicting that stuff, so I just want to put that out there that even though I kind of get where I was coming from with the 6th house and the 8th house thing, I just want to kind of redact that in a way, because I feel like it's just kind of one of those iffy subjects. I just don't want to like create things, And also, this brings up another thing. I just want to thank you guys for the well wishes about my cat, and I am doing a lot better this week. So I do appreciate the comments that you guys left, and also thanks for sticking with me through the heavy video, because it was kind of a heavy video. My energy was kind of intense. But yeah, anyway, so I just want to say I appreciate you guys, and I'll talk to you as soon as the next moon cycle comes around. All right. Bye.